Fancy tonight. I don't know about you all, but I'm feeling a little just deep and wanting to move my bod a little bit. We'll wait just a little bit here, maybe 30 seconds, see if anyone joins us. Hey, David on Instagram. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, you'll have to send me a message and hopefully I'll see it with my little system. Thanks for popping in and joining, David. So tonight I'm going to do a little guided meditation. But I wanted to check in. I was going to check in, share a little bit of what I've been feeling going on, a little deeper, some opportunities for us all collectively, individually to get a little deeper awareness about how we're relating to our lives right now, the challenges, the opportunities, maybe some yummy stuff is starting to pop up as well. But I want to make sure that we have a moment to just check in. The full moon is a great opportunity. It enhances certain parts of our energetics and our awareness. And in the moon cycle, the creative cycle, it tends to be when things kind of manifest or come together in some way, and that could just simply be a little bit of an awareness. So I'm going to talk a bit about that today. 2 weeks ago, I've been trying to do this every week, but I got a little much on my plate last week. So, but my goal is still to continue every week. And last time we talked about self-compassion and being honest with yourself and did a meditation kind of around that. So let's go ahead and kind of dive in today. You know, I've found with myself that these energies of the full moon and this kind of time is really supporting us to create a balance, have some balancing of the scales going on in our life. So you may think of it kind of like as a deep karmic balance, but externally that's obviously going on in the world. You see it everywhere on the news with this COVID situation, but that is literally a reflection of some real deeper opportunities that is going on inside somewhere in most all of us. And you know that's going on if life is feeling challenged, or decisions are really confusing, or you just maybe don't have any idea. It's like kind of triggering you to just kind of surrender a little bit. Maybe you try really hard and try to push through, and then it's just not quite working. Well, I found this little window that we're in. We're moving into October, if you can believe it or not. Wow. And October, Libra, we're in this full moon, which is an Aries full moon. So there's a big potential. I know this has been happening with me, this really fiery energy. I've had some anger and intensity coming up. Some really deep shadow work with myself, and particularly guilt, and some sadness and grief with how I have in my past allowed guilt and feeling guilty about things, letting that run my life, literally, instead of choosing my rules, running on the rules of the collective, society, family, my parents that I grew up with. You know, when you're a kid or you learn some rules or just are around, you know, the societal structure, mental structure, relating structures, things can really get in there deep. And so I have really had some also anger, which anger is really a lot about some protective our ego's trying to protect itself, and our soul is wanting to help understand why that protection maybe is in place. Yes, maybe instinctually we really need some protection outside, but I would venture to guess that most of us these days, we're pretty safe in our homes and in most of our situations, but maybe not. So this little window, it's really a possibility to have that fiery energy that's coming up around something. Maybe it's a protection helping you to let go of something, or helping you to see what that ego, those patterns that we learn somewhere from maybe a trauma or some hurt or pain that's still hanging around. Maybe it's trying to let go, and that anger is coming up to help us create change. But how we use it is the key. Because if you use it, to burn some house down, and just project your anger out on outside circumstances, it's not too healthy, and it's probably going to backfire. But if you can use that anger to channel it, to make really clear, use it as a empowering, a fuel to make some really clear decisions, that maybe something's not working for you in your life. And I'll share something with me. I've learned in the various situations, being a caregiver for a family member, and it's really put me in to the lens of realizing that I have to protect myself. That anger is showing me in various interesting ways, along with sadness, grief, and seeing how guilt keeps me in certain situations of self-sabotage. And so this time sharing my story about this is about me balancing my own scales and learning how to, using this kind of inner fire, this that's coming through, to make some declarations and commitments, and letting go of these old patterned mental thought-based attachments that are really just kind of stuck in place. They've been stuck in place. So this is a great window of opportunity to, maybe in your own life, to utilize noticing if there's any kind of fiery energy and how it can be directed consciously to make some really important changes in balancing some scales in your life right now, some things, so that you can create a new foundation. We're dismantling societal structures right now, so big in the world, and this is your time to dismantle structures in your own mental house, your physical house, and in your life, relationship houses that are really not supporting you the way that you would like. So one last little thought about this. I've really been thinking, for those of you all out there that kind of meditate and study and learn and kind of read in different materials, sometimes we think of this attachment thing as we need to kind of detach from everything. I wanted to kind of rephrase that, because this window of time is really important to, it's always important, but when we have potentially some fiery situations to deal with, if we're holding on, that fire, that anger, that inner fuel to change can really make it hard. And it's usually something we're iron-fisted attached to about ourselves and our relating with life in some way. So I invite you to think about maybe, instead of attachment as black and white, in some ways, especially in human life, being in this human body, and more about kind of healthy levels of attachment. In yoga and the yogic teachings that I've studied, we talk about having a healthy level of attachment with things, and that's a little different than, say, attaching to your thoughts and belief systems. However, it could also be important to look at, maybe there's a healthy level of attachment to, what you do. For example, how you do tasks, or how you work, or how you relate to life. Maybe you like a certain rhythm of doing things and your mind gets into that rhythm. Well, if you're locked in, then it's one way and you're controlling. But if there's a healthy level, you can use life, relationships, and experiences as partnerships. Because if you have no attachment at all, then you're disconnected, and it's hard to really communicate and have this rapport back and forth in life. So maybe thinking about things as just letting go of that inner iron fist of having to be right or having to do things a certain way, and being open. So reframing, letting go of how our minds like to control things, and opening up to how the universe, whatever words you like, is actually running the show. It's actually aligning everything. And can we just back off? But maybe we have a healthy level of attachment to how we like and to enjoy life, and how we like our life kind of structured. But within that structure, if it's kind of loose enough to allow the universe to do its magic, and we can still flow, then, oh wow, it's so much easier. Things come so much more with the flow. It's taken me a long time and a lot of self-awareness to work on myself to realize that, but it really can be a lot more fun. So just invite you to maybe think about that, black and white versus healthy levels of attachment to things, and controlling versus allowing. There's some good little thoughts. So I'm gonna switch gears. Let's go ahead and start our guided meditation for tonight. Whether you're listening live or gonna watch this later. So you can certainly sit in a chair comfortable, or if you'd like to lay down on the floor or on your bed or a couch, and whatever's comfortable. Invite you to go ahead and kind of get yourself in your own comfortable space. And we're going to do a little journey to help you connect a little deeper with these energies and honoring the awareness that's coming up for you. So we all have our own areas. So as you're settling into your perfect seated, comfortable position or on the floor, I'm just inviting you to maybe draw in something that helps you feel safe when you meditate. For some people, maybe it's angels, or asking directly to God, universe, source, Jesus, whatever that may look like for you, to help you create that connection with that vaster part of you that has a flow and is taking care of all the direction in our lives and the world. And when we listen and let go to this, it can so help us. So we're going to start inviting you just to close your eyes. We're going to do a very gentle breath work to help us relax a little deeper. Just taking a slow, deep inhale through the nose, filling the belly, the chest, up into the collarbone area, and exhale, reverse. And doing that again, this time just seeing if you can breathe into all four parts of your body, the front body, the side body, and the back body. And then in the chest, the front, the sides, the ribs, expanding the ribs even into the back. If that's difficult, or if you're full after maybe just eating something, you can just imagine it. Your mind will move the prana for you into those areas just by imagining it there. And again, a slow, deep inhale through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose, full body breath, and exhale through the nose or mouth. And this time, we're going to inhale. We're going to visualize that prana or life force that helps create circulation energetically, blood, and getting things to move that may be stuck in our body. We're going to visualize as you breathe in through the nose, you're bringing this beautiful crystalline light and prana into all of your head space. Just feel, imagine it, sense it in whatever way. And on the exhale, just imagine releasing anything that doesn't serve you. But as with each inhale, you're bringing in more prana. And exhale. And the next breath, inhaling deeply, this time imagining that prana moving all the way down into the neck. You're just calling it forward, the front of the neck, the back of the neck, the sides of the neck. And exhale, let it go. And again, this time inhaling into the shoulders, the chest, and the upper back, drawing that prana to circulate, bringing life and healing energy into all those parts of your upper body. And exhale, let it go. Next time, inhaling deep in through the nose, mentally drawing that life force healing energy all the way from the head, face, neck, shoulders, all the way down the arms to the tips of the fingers. Feel it, sense it, imagine it moving all the way there. And exhale. Next time, inhaling into the chest, drawing the prana from the head, face, neck, shoulders, arms, into the chest, all four directions, the back and the sides of the chest, filling that hole down to the heart. And exhale, let it go. And again, inhaling from the top of the head all the way through the body, through to the heart. Now drawing that prana life force all the way into the belly, the digestive system, the front, the sides, and the back. And exhale, let it go. Continuing to move deeper, inhaling, drawing that energy from the head all the way down through the body into the pelvis and all those creative areas, to the hip joints. And exhale, let it go. And next breath, inhale, all of that energy through the body, through the pelvis, now down the legs and into the knees, continuing all the way down like shins and calves, filling your whole body. Now exhale, let it go. And one more deep inhale through that nose, drawing that prana through the body, all the way through, front, back, sides, down the legs, all the way to the feet and to the tips of the toes. And then even moving out through the bottoms of the feet and circling all the way through your aura and space around you, that magnetic field. And exhale, just let it go. And letting your breath go. Just inviting you to imagine yourself on the beach, sitting on the perfect sandy beach of your imagination. And as you sit or lay down on that sandy beach, you just let yourself just be overcome by the senses, the sensations and the sounds of all that is around you on your own beach, of your own soul, of your own psyche. Just noticing, taking a moment to take in what's there. Hearing the sounds of the ocean, the wind. And just noticing as the sun is going down and gently you begin to notice the moon, the full moon rising in the sky, bouncing off. And if you're relaxing into it, maybe you just sense all of this, sensing that full moon reflecting off the water and the waves. And you can feel that subtle vibration of the moon, just a cool warmth just coming down through your body, your skin, and moving through every cell. Maybe you even have your favorite crystal, or your angel or your higher self just lays a beautiful crystal that resonates to you on your heart or in one of your hands, and that crystal is just perfectly tuned to the vibration of the moon and helps to amplify in this state the awareness that the full moon at this cycle is giving and opportunities it's opening up for you right now. Just inviting you to fully take that in from head to toe in your body, in your psychic awareness, your intuitive space and inner vision. And as that crystal begins to kind of really deepen your psychic connection with these full moon energies of the time, this opportunity to understand what is creatively coming up into your life for awareness. Maybe a new way of being is manifesting, or an awareness of what no longer serves you. Just imagining that within you, that mind screen, the space that you're in, you begin to notice, maybe through a clear message, maybe your angel, maybe just your own vision and heart, just show you what particular part of your life that may be a bit out of balance or frustrating or challenging is calling for your attention right this moment. And in this beautiful space, safe, healing space, you allow yourself just to fully embrace whatever comes up around this situation. And this safe, healing space also gives you an awareness that all parts of this that you're feeling, sensing, that you're truly safe to just honor the totality of what is going on in your life. And that maybe this challenge or this perspective is really giving you a gift by coming up in your emotions, the sense of the soul, so that you can decide and choose what it is that works for you at this time. Is there anything that you feel that you're holding on to in this situation that's keeping you from freeing up space to make a significant change, shift, decision, closing an old door so you can open a new one, letting go of a job, a relationship, or speaking some clear boundaries around any of those things? Maybe the frustration or the intensity of that situation is simply reminding you that it's important to look at right now. And it might even be a little scary to think about the changes that you may have to speak up about or take some significant action. So allowing this space, the safe space, this inner intuitive space to show you or open a door for you as to what is the next step, the next clear perspective on this situation that's for your highest good and for your happiness and your joy and your peace. That may include deconstructing a part of your life so that you can reconstruct it in a new way that serves you now. Just allowing whatever comes to you and whatever important message of the heart, of the soul, settles in to your space right now. Just asking it to help you make way and room so that the steps are clear, one step at a time. And as you just let go and of that vision or the sense of that intuitive space. You allow it to really solidify into all of the cells of your being and inform all the cells of your physical space, that even though something might be a little scary, that this is truly an important next step in informing your whole being from the soul down to the cellular level, that it's time and that we can all work together. We can unify this body, mind, and spirit to take the necessary aligned action. And just allowing your awareness to come back to that crystal. Maybe that's on your heart or in your hand. Just feeling that anything that doesn't serve you any longer, you just allow any of that dense energy, old beliefs, patterns, just to kind of gently move into that crystal. Anything that you've taken on externally that doesn't serve you, that's not yours, you can just let it go into that crystal, and this crystal is going to just release it back to the earth. And just inviting yourself just to come back into the sensation of the moon shining on the ocean and on you, and maybe your feet are in the ocean as you're laying on the beach. And we're going to take that crystal and just lay it in the beautiful salt water. And just realizing that it's okay to just relax even deeper into where life is taking you right now. And all that other density, you just let it go. It wasn't yours. It was collective, maybe a family member, relationship that now you're really feeling this is so important for you right now. And as you let go and say the gratitude for the lessons or whatever feels good for you, you just kind of gently come back, gently open your eyes into your physical space and body, and allow yourself just to come back and wiggling your fingers and toes, taking a nice conscious breath, and trusting that the work that was done will continue now as you anchored in some of the beautiful healing and awareness and guidance from this cycle of the full moon. And with that, I'll let you go for now. I'd like to thank John Whiteman for stopping by over there in Facebook. Yes, one love, one universe. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And for those who stopped by while I was live on Instagram or YouTube. And we'll look forward to seeing you. I plan to be on next week. I'm kind of in a series of flow with week to week, so I may not have it as planned as I did early on, but we will flow with the next topic. So have a good morning, night, wherever you are in the world, and happy October 1st tomorrow. Much love to you all.